Hello everyone, can you hear me or not? It looks like I see I see the chat, but I don't know if you can all see me or not. I see already 24 people, so that's good, or even more than 24. Hello everyone. So I'm on the roof. So it's and there's some other people now going past me. So welcome everyone. Welcome on the roof where we are. Hi, let's see, who do we have at this moment? Uh, Hi, Susan. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Tish. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Laura. Hi, Rosie. And hi, Bev. And Anne. And Leah. And Anne. And Beth. Maybe I'm saying name again when I'm seeing them again. Hi, Michelle. Hi, or Michelle. I don't know how you do it, pronounce it all the right way. So, but I think I now had everyone. Hello, Jean. Bonsoir, or bonjour, maybe in your part of the world. So, welcome everyone in Rotterdam, where I am right now, sitting on a roof, and we're gonna start this tour in. I think 3 minutes from now, you maybe hear a lot of sound because I'm next to the metro station, on top of. I'm almost on top of the metro station. The metro that's going here above the ground, by the way, in this bar. Hi, Natalie. Also, hello, Natalie. Welcome. Of course. Now we're gonna start soon. Another Dutch city, not my own Amsterdam, but today in Rotterdam, and we're gonna see a lot of yellow. By the way, I'm gonna prepare you already. It will be a yellow tour today, a completely yellow tour. So hi, Sharon, also welcome. Hi, Tariq, welcome. I think it's almost time. Help me if it's time or not, because then we can start. I'm gonna start at 6:30 if I'm right. That is the moment that the tour starts. And hello, NJ Cynic UK. Welcome. Also, interesting name. So I'm sitting here at the start of the art route that we're gonna take. I'm sitting a little in the shade. 1 minute ago. Thank you, Leslie. So no, it's I'm sitting in the shade because it's a very warm day today. Hi, Holly. Also welcome. It is in degrees Celsius about 25, 26, I think today. So it is. That's a lot, and even more on black roofs. It's even warmer. So. And Tariq, the Cube House, that will be the next tour, not this one yet. Not this one. I'm gonna do 3 different tours in Rotterdam today, and this is the first one. This is the first one. So about the street art on the roof this time. So roof art, a little more, and then after that, I'm gonna do a tour about the city of Rotterdam with some modern architecture, with some history about the city and everything. Hi, Lethargy, also welcome. And then the third one is because also it is for us the longest day, and in some other parts of the world, of course, the shortest day. So summer solstice is today. So I'm gonna do a sunset, and there is sun. There's a lot of sun today. And exactly, Bev, thank you. 77 Fahrenheit. I don't know, 26 degrees, something like that. But on the roof, it is warmer. I saw that already, or I felt that already. So I came back to sit here in the shadow, and I think it's now 1 minute. And 3 tours in one day. Yeah, the thing is, Holly, if I'm hi. Um, the thing is that I'm traveling. I'm traveling to Rotterdam, and Rotterdam is about 1 hour south. If I'm going here, I'm always thinking, yeah, if I'm going for one tour, that's not enough. So because it's a lot of traveling, so that's why I'm doing several ones. So, and what we're seeing, by the way, what are we seeing behind us is the side part of the metro station. So and what we're gonna do. By the way, this is my name is Stefan. I'm a guide in the Netherlands and in Belgium. Today in the city where I've been living for about 8 years in total. A little longer ago, but I love the city. working city of Rotterdam. So we're not in Amsterdam, but in Rotterdam. And Rotterdam is famous for a lot of things. One of the things is the architecture, a lot of modern architecture. And hello, Mark. Hello, Gabby. Now it's famous for modern architecture, but not only that, it is also famous for the street art, for example, because it is a harbor city, and we are here in the part that is called Rotterdam South, and where in Amsterdam the southern part is the rich part, in Rotterdam the southern part is the poor part. The poor part of the city, the part where you had a lot of migration in the last, let's say, 40 to 50 years. So it's a very diverse neighborhood, but also still a very poor neighborhood. Very poor neighborhood. And the interesting thing is of the exhibition that I'm going to show you of street art is based on the stories and the connections of people in this area. So what they did is they asked about 60 people in Rotterdam South to come up with ideas, and several of these ideas uh, um, were were asked to several famous street artists from the Netherlands, mainly from the Netherlands, a lot of them, by the way, also from Rotterdam, to make art out of these stories. So what we will see is a lot of time connected to the neighborhood, connected to people that are living over here, people that have ideas, kids, people that are having jobs over here. So all that kind of things. And on this tour, we're not gonna do the harbor. That is a little too far. That's a little too far. So we're now gonna do a roof, and it's the roof, by the way, of Zuidplein, Southern Square, and that's one of the biggest shopping malls that you have in the Netherlands. And this one is in Rotterdam. And the interesting thing is that on the top of the shopping mall has all flat roofs. It's all flat, and they were thinking, what can we do with the flat roofs? So that's what we're gonna see today, and I'm gonna tell you a little more, of course. So just gonna change the screen, and then it's time to start. And I can welcome you, and that's also saying it over here. Welkom bovenop, welcome on top of Zuid. Zuid is south, that's the Dutch word for south. And it's also saying dagen 010 and van Loonart. Dagen, so that means the roof days of Rotterdam. And the interesting thing is that Rotterdammers are calling themselves, or calling the cities a lot of times, 010 or 010. And that is, and the people in Amsterdam are saying, uh, people in Amsterdam are saying 020. So okay, that's, and we have over here the first piece of art. You see, it is literally roof art. So it is quite beautiful piece of white and black, and this one is called Everything Connected. Um, inspired by one of the people that is living in this area, that is a connection for a lot of people. So the interesting thing is, that in this area, a lot of people are feeling strongly connected, and this is a beautiful piece already, I think, that we can see over here. We will see a lot more. And I'm going into the sun, so sometimes I need some shadow. We're going up, and as you can see, this construction is only made here for the roof days. Every year there is in Rotterdam a roof festival, like the one that we see over here. It's not always with street art, by the way. It can also be with other things. And what they want to show is that there's so much more that you can see on top of buildings, and there's so much area, even more on all these flat buildings, all these buildings with flat roofs. So what to do with it? So they decided, let's do the roof festival, because in the coming years, bit by bit, they want to make Rotterdam also the roofs available for the public. green roofs, roofs to have vegetables planted, and a lot more things. A lot more things. And of course, also one of the things, more and more roofs in the Netherlands, by the way, not only in the Netherlands, are used for solar panels. So here you can see a lot of solar panels, about 1,800 square meters of solar panels, and all the energy, by the way, that is used, all the energy that is that they get from over here is used for the shopping mall. So for the elevators, the lighting, and everything. And yeah, over there, just to give you a little idea, I'm now I said it already, in the southern part of Rotterdam. And over there you see some higher buildings. That is the city center of Rotterdam. That will be my next tour. And for that I have to take the metro. But that will be the next one. So, and then one of the first things, you can see that over here we see already some art here and there. And there is a yellow pot. A yellow pot that is going from art piece to art piece. But the interesting thing is the yellow pot itself is also a piece of art. And what they did is they asked a collective to do something with making the city greener. And there is an initiative in Rotterdam, and it's called the Taal Taxi. The Taal Taxi. I'm not kidding. The Taal Taxi. And what is the taxi doing? It is picking up all the tiles that you have in your garden and that you want to remove. And normally people are like just leaving it somewhere. And this Taal Taxi is saying like, okay, we're picking it up for free. Don't worry about it. So as long as you're making your garden a little greener, so remove all the tiles and get some green back, and then your garden will be greener. It's also better for nature. It's better to have more place for, if it's rain, to collect all the rainwater, all that kind of things. So they have a taxi for that. And what they did is with all the tiles, they painted them yellow for this pot. So it is all reused. And then over here we have a really nice one from a quite famous graffiti artist named Stooge. And he is quite famous because he is painting a lot of these animals. And this artist, he came over here in Rotterdam South, and he started to talk to some kids. And one of the kids, a girl with a name Farah, she told him like, yeah, I'm living here in a busy city center, or in a busy city in Amsterdam or in Rotterdam South, but I'm seeing still a lot of animals. And what he did is said like, okay, and also on the roofs you can see animals. A lot of cats, of course, sometimes a dog, sometimes even other animals. So he decided to paint cats everywhere. And we will see later on in this part of the roof, we will see cats and other animals everywhere. And then also I really like this. So the end of the pipes. The end of the pipes, they painted all as if they are enormous mushrooms. So I'm feeling a little that I'm in a sort of a Super Mario world over here, that I'm gonna jump. I almost want to jump on it. That is not allowed, by the way. I saw someone doing that and immediately there was a security, so that's not possible. But just to give you an idea, there are cats everywhere. Look at this. My own shadow over here. Look. And here on the sides, there are more cats peeking out of every corner over here. So, but of course there are also bigger pieces of art. Some of them are easy to recognize what it is. This one is a little more abstract, but it is showing the differences that you can find here in Rotterdam, and the differences in people living over here from different parts of the world. So Amsterdam is diverse, and maybe Rotterdam even more, and that's mainly because it is a port city. And this piece of art, by the way, is called Keep on Rolling. Very expressive piece of work. And then everywhere around, you have the most happy animals everywhere. Look at this. I really like this, to see Even some birds, some playing cats. A lot of happy cats are in this area. And where are the yellow panels on the trails made of? You mean the panels over here on the ground? These are just tiles that are removed from gardens from just people living in Rotterdam. So to make their place a little greener. Oh, look here on the side. Let's look at these gingers over here. I don't know if Leonie is over here. I know she loves gingers. But you see here a whole, how do you call it? A group of cats. Is it a flock of cats? No, I don't know. Ginger toms, exactly. And here at the other side, there are even more ginger toms. They are everywhere. And as you can see, it is, wow, it's also very sunny. So these solar panels over here, they're making a lot of energy right now. A flock of cats, thank you. A flock of cats. And also, look at this. Look at, I said already, it feels a little like a Super Mario world over here. With all these mushrooms, colorful mushrooms. Just the end of the pipes, of course. Uh, and there's a big cat there at the end. I don't know if you can see it. There's a big, fat, ginger cat there at the end. A fleet of cats, a flock of cats, whatever. Oh, look. Oh, there's also some more dangerous creatures. You can see there are several artists. So the dangerous creature at the right, while we have the cute cats at the left, almost like they're eaten. And here on the side, it looks like the cats are sort of splashed in the engine, or so. So I don't know what the artist wanted to do with this. Okay, I don't know. Just tell me. I'm gonna reread the chat later so I can learn a little more about it. So more cats over there, and then we're going to the next part, a clan of cats. Next part, we just have to follow over there at the end, and then over here, I really love this piece, by the way. We see over here a piece that's called The Rising Sun. I'm just going to zoom in a little. The Rising Sun. At this moment, we have more sunset. Um, and The Rising Sun, a shared vision, and an embracing freedom. So three different pieces of art. They are all together. And this one is inspired by some Vietnamese places over here in Rotterdam South. And as you're coming to the Netherlands, and maybe that is also in other countries, but already when I was young, when I was going to the market, my parents a lot of times were giving us a Vietnamese lumpia. A Vietnamese lumpia. That was something very typical. And in every market in the Netherlands, you had a little stall with Vietnamese lumpias. And the artist over here was inspired by that because he did not have that in his own country. So he decided, based on that, I'm just gonna make some pieces. And it is beautiful. It's really beautiful what he did. And it's not one piece of art, there are several together. And also just the whole time I have to check details. Look at this. If you have a roof with a pipe, and if you want to make yourself laugh every time, make yourself happy when going up, then you can do something like this. Just a little man with a hat. And I said already, Vietnamese inspired. Here you can see that again. And then at the other side, there's a big piece of art. This is from an artist that was. Oh wait, I just have to zoom out again. Sorry for that. This artist was inspired by a lot of the grocery shops that you can find over here. Grocery shops with, of course, groceries from all over the world. Very mixed neighborhood. And then, oh wait, I just now want to show two things at the same time. But what you have over here, this is a water pipe. So you can find them all over Rotterdam, by the way, all over the Netherlands nowadays. And this is just to drink water on the street. I'm just going to show you. If you ever come to the Netherlands, the water quality, wait one moment, while we see this, the water quality is perfect over here. So I'm just going to change the screen. Come on, change the screen. Yeah, there we are. So, okay, let's see if I can do that. If I can do that, one moment. Ah, it's so hot, so I need some water. This is just tap water, and I cannot drink very well because I have to hold the gimbal at the same time. I'm trying to. Yeah, this. And why am I showing the tap water? Because it is better quality than the water that we have in the Netherlands that you can buy in the supermarket. So never, if you come over here, never buy the bottles. You can better just get it from the tap because the quality is higher. There's less plastic inside, and it's also a lot cheaper. So, but that is if you ever come over here. And it's sadly enough not all over the world. Water quality is like the one in the Netherlands. Over here, by the way, we have the traffic light man. You can maybe imagine why it's called like this. We have some inspiration. And yes, actually, I have a water bottle, but that is in my backpack. So it was a little too much to open that. Look how beautiful this is over here. Very creative again. Very creative. The same colors. It's still the same artist using orange, green, and pink. And he also made several ones at the other side over there. Vietnam again, like the little Vietnamese stalls that you can find all over the Netherlands. So, and yes, the water from the tap. Yeah, that's why I'm telling it. And the good thing is that more and more places in the world have good enough tap water. Inspired also by how we are doing this. By the way, this one I really like. You can see there's some water laying on it because yesterday it has been for almost 40 days without rain, and then yesterday for the first time in 40 days there was some rain, so that's like the last what you can see over here. But this is a beautiful piece, and the artist said like, okay, I'm just placing this is for me, this neighborhood full of people that are talking to each other in different languages, that are connected to each other. So it's just people under each other. And she wants that we think about our connections that we have together, all the connections that we have with other people, our neighbor, our family, etc. Wow, okay. And then over here, there are longer solar panels. And what I did over here, and here you can see that it was how dry it was in the last 40 days, because one of the artists, one student said like, okay, all these roofs, you have all these solar panels, can we not combine that with some green? So can we not use the water that is falling on the solar panels for some plants in the middle? So most probably, if I was here a month ago, it would have been completely green, but not anymore right now. It is completely yellow because of the drought of the last weeks. And at the other side, it's everywhere. This is a little harder. Let me try to. There's another big piece over here where the artist is depicting a tropical parts, tropical fruits, tropical vegetables all together that you can find on the market here in Rotterdam South. Another beautiful piece. Wow, look at how sunny it is. You see the metro over there. And let's follow the yellow path. Okay, there we go. From collected by the towel taxi. Okay. Okay, we have over. I'm not going to show you something else. This is an interesting one. So we have over here the office of the Albert Heijn. And Albert Heijn is a big supermarket. And an artist from this area, what he did is he started collecting all the, how do you call this in English? The shopping carts. The shopping carts that you can find in the neighborhood. I said already, it's a poor neighborhood. So you can find some shopping carts. And he all collected them and made a sort of a origami art out of them. So he removed that trolleys, carts, yeah. So it's supermarket trolleys, exactly. Yeah, that is the. But it's beautiful what he did. So just reusing what he found, and this is on the top of the biggest supermarket in the Netherlands. So just to show what you can do with your trolleys. Okay, let's go. Um, yeah, and there's also a lot of information every time that people are. Oh, and also there's also very subtle ones. I was first thinking like, oh, just some lines over here, but look at this. I really had to look 2 times. So it's not electricity. It's also not greens. It's just made of, it's wool art, or wool felt artwork, and it's depicting what you can find, a little of the nature that you can still find everywhere, even on rooftops. But it's very soft wool. Let's let me go to the other side. It's wonderful. And Leslie, oh, you're doing felting. That's cool. That's cool. Maybe if you need some inspiration, you can make something like this for on the roof. Okay, let's go. Okay. And then over here we have another bigger piece. And just to give you an idea, by the way, we were seeing the piece of art over there, but now from here you can see it a little better. The whole piece that I was just showing, inspired by fruits and vegetables on the market. But then at the other side here, there's something very colorful. Very colorful. So all colors on the roof, it's called. Um, and this is, it looks like just colors, but if you're looking closely, it looks like a chart. And it's depicting the variation of people that are living during the times in this area. So I don't know what the start is and what the end is, to be honest. But the charts are depicting the changing environment, the changes in the population over here in this part of Rotterdam. So, and but this is only temporary. This is only temporary. So this festival is there every year, but every year on another location, or let's say every other year, it is. It is in the city center, and the other years it's somewhere else. But they try to find other parts, other parts of the city also to depict their roofs, to use their roofs for art and all kind of other installations. So some other, there's everywhere. It's so colorful. You can also see there are here and there. It looks like there is wash hanging. So, and this is from an older Rotterdammer who was saying like he was missing a little, that when he was young, then everywhere, most people didn't have dryers yet, and everywhere in Rotterdam there was wash hanging outside of balconies, etc. and he's missing that a little. So he wanted to show that as a piece of art. And what this is, I was really so this is called green power, but it's purple, and it's a little hard to see uh, what it is, but it depicts a sort of roses, purple roses that are placed all over here. So this one is a little more, little harder to see what it means. Okay, let's go. So you see more wash hanging over here. I don't even know what it means. Lever, wok. Oh, there's some pieces are missing, I think. So it's not completely there. So, and exactly, Susan. Of course, it is. It is better to dry it just outside in the wind than to have a dryer. I love it that everywhere. Never walk alone. Oh, letter G, thank you. How did you know this? Never walk alone. Yeah, you're right. Never walk alone. And you're maybe wondering why is it never walk alone? And I think there's only one person in this chat that knows uh, why it is never walk alone. And that's Natalie, I think. No, there is a in Rotterdam. There's a football team. Natalie, exactly. In Rotterdam, there's a football team called Feyenoord, and they have one of their most famous songs is from the singer that called himself Lee Towers. He had a song that they're always playing in the stadiums, and that is "Never Walk Alone." So, but very well spotted. And by the way, over here we have another interesting piece. Sorry, I was just talking about it already. And this is showing playing kids, but it is a little, it's a line game. It looks like a play. It's a little hard to see again. And I know, Susan, that there are more clubs that are using Never Walk Alone, of course, but we are using it from our Rotterdam singer, and of course his variation. His variation is is quite famous. So Rotterdammers are feeling it as their song, and I know that there are several other clubs using the same because it's of course a beautiful theme. So Lee Towers, exactly, Lee Towers. Okay. Also have to be careful for this kind of thing. So, okay, just gonna walk a little more. Okay, here you should see something further away, but to be honest, I was trying to find it, but I could not see it. So I can tell you something. I'm only seeing that the person who's living over there, I think he or she also wanted to show something colorful. So, and it's someone who really likes M&Ms. And over here, it's beautiful again. And this is showing, yeah, the artist tries to show the diversity of this area. It's a little hard to see in this because it's just very colorful. But she made several blocks in different color combinations. So they basically used all elements that were already available on the roof. Okay, and here they show something about, so most of the roofs are black, but you can also paint your roof white. So nowadays, there are all kinds of paint variations where you can paint your roof white, and not only is it better for the roof itself, it stays good for a longer time, about 2 times what it normally takes, but it's also a lot less hot. So it's 5 to 8 degrees less warm than without the white paint. The Swiss Army knife? Oh, I think I missed something. I think I missed something again. Oh, look how beautiful this is. It's almost. The interesting thing is, I mean, how many times are you coming on a roof of like a uh, on roofs like this? Almost, I've never come there. So, and then over here, this is a piece of art that's inspired on the sea. And of course, Rotterdam is a port town. So, but it is traveling over the sea, but also through the air. And that's the artist is depicting it. Arthur Sauer, he's called. He's depicting it with different installations. And of course, you see also me there over there. By the way, I'm not a part of it. Oh, look at this! Look at this over here. Piece of uh, piece of a car, the front part of a car, and he placed little elements on it. This is quite cute, isn't it? Cute little. Well. Okay. So, and then this one is also interesting. If you're looking more nearby, is you see several colors that are painted over each other. And first she painted the one on the bottom and then was going up. Well, normally you would go the other way because you can always, but when you're painting too much, then of course the paint is dripping down. And over here, the artist wanted to show this because the different colors are standing for the diversity in this area, and people are maybe all uh, in their own group, but they are morphing together. So that's a nice one again. On here is another. You see, there are more pieces of cars over here. So with these little elements on top, I see a part of a Skoda car. This one looks like a BMW, by the way, based on what I know from cars, not a lot. But it's really interesting how much warmer it is over here compared to on the streets, and it's literally because everything is black over here, or despite of course the yellow roads. Oh, there's a little dog sitting on this car, as you can see. Okay, just let's go. And there's everywhere pieces. So, and this is uh, just an artist who was inspired by another artist who was making in this area all kind of things from wood and from wood material that he's finding on the streets. So, and the artist tried to make a variation of it, paint a variation. So just let's go. Oh, look at these. They're looking even. Look at the. Yeah, what are these skeletons or so? And then the skeletons, the nose of the skeleton is like a heart upside down. It's a nice one. And there are even more over here, so I can show all 6 of them. And they're bringing some flowers. They're bringing some flowers. Okay, I'm just going to the next level. We have to go up, and I was reading that in total there is about 18.5 square kilometers of roof in Rotterdam in total. So, and this is one of the biggest roofs, by the way. Here we have again some of the Vietnamese lumpia place, so you can see some of the ingredients they are using. That when people are uh, eating a lumpia, that's of course in the stall here in Rotterdam South, then it's making you very happy. Even when it comes in your tummy over there, look, there's oh, that's really beautiful, isn't it? Very colorful. And I was really thinking like, okay, if I have a roof top one day, then I'm also gonna paint all these, the ending of the pipes. It's making it so much more colorful. Okay, let's go. Wow. Okay, we're going to the next level. I'm happy that I'm here today and not yesterday. Yesterday there were thunderstorms around this time coming over the Netherlands, so that would have been too dangerous. But now it is perfect. And exactly, a lumpia is a spring roll, exactly. Sorry, that's of course the more normal name. Look how beautiful this is. So the artist over here is using a lot of birds, because birds can symbolize kids or younger people. Because as a bird, of course, they one day they will fly out uh, to discover the world themselves. So it's a nice way of describing all the kids over here. That, of course, a lot of them are coming from poor families. But if you are born in the Netherlands, then you always have a chance. So, oh, look how beautiful this is. So very colorful. And a black roof became something really inspiring, completely different. And over here, as you can see, there is a snake. Um, and this snake is showing the power of transformation. And you can see already artists are showing connection, transformation, freedom, uh, the future, all that kind of things. Uh, and it's all related to the the typical types of people living over here in this area. And I said before, I've been living myself for 8 years in Rotterdam. At that moment, it was one of these areas where people were saying like, "Ah, no, don't go live there, don't go live there because it's a little dangerous. It can be there are a lot of poor people, so there are more problems." And what you see is also that in the last 15 to 20 years, the city of Rotterdam really tried to, with all kind of projects, and also this is an example of a project to make sure that people have more future over here, like a butterfly, but hopefully a little longer than a butterfly. But of course, the butterfly, the symbol of beauty, strength, growth, energy. So, are the people over here butterflies? Are they birds? Can be both. You can see pieces of the different. Oh yeah, and here at the other side, depicting diversity. Exactly, diversity. That is what you see over here on the streets, and that is one of the things. Just to give you an idea, I was growing up in the city of Gouda, and that is not very diverse. It's little, but not very diverse. and then came to live in other cities and also a time in Rotterdam. And I'm now so used to see people from all parts of the world. And I really love diversity, to see all differences. It's nothing to be scared for. And I know that a lot of people are still scared for differences, scared for other people. I think this is the end of the snake that we have over here. So interesting snake. It's his head, I think. Oh, there's a lady over there. And Susan, yeah, maybe it was the chaos theory. Yeah, that's of course also a possibility. I mean, that's the nice thing of art. Of course, the artist has an idea with it, but you can also have your own inspiration. And it was not only diversity, but it's unity in diversity, if you have it totally. And then over there, almost Picasso-like, the lady that is laying there nearby the head of the snake. I think it's the head. I think it's the head, but I also don't know that for sure. Okay. Oh, there's a lot more beautiful to see. I can see it already. Okay. Look at this. This is a very powerful symbol. A father-son fist bump, and that is for a project that started over here, I think already 20, 25 years ago, where they were asking dads, fathers or dads, to help to with to make sure that their kids and also other kids were behaving on the streets. So dads were volunteering to go at night on the streets to talk to youngsters, to say like, oh, let's behave, let's make sure that you have a future. So the project started over here in Rotterdam South, and it spread, by the way, all over the Netherlands, because it works a lot better when just dads are saying that, or when the police is saying that. So okay, and then in the meantime, oh, why is my gimbal not going? Sorry for. Oh, gimbal, do it. Sorry, I just want to show you over here. Okay. Sorry. Let's look here what they made uh, on the roof under us. So we see different ones. We see several pictures that are all pictures from Rotterdammers. So by the way, made by a refugee that recently came in Rotterdam. Wait, I'm just have to do something with my gimbal. Is not doing anything anymore. Maybe it's the heat. Sorry. It's not turning anymore. I'm just gonna try to turn off my gimbal and then turn it on again. I'm sorry for this. Yeah, it works again. Okay. And this is a nice one, isn't it? It is depicting cooking. It's depicting cooking. So you see a stream of things, and all that together is forming in the end a nice meal. So, and of course, again, because of the diversity, all kind of different things that you can find over here. So, oh, oops. So, and of course, it is a combination of food, and also it's depicting in the middle the river. So the river that's going through Rotterdam, the famous river. So they made a nice combination of it, streaming everywhere, even on the roofs. Okay, there's more to see. Okay, let's go. And what do we have over here? We have art. Yes, we have a lot of art. Everywhere art. We're going again higher. Beautiful flower over here. Unites, I think it is saying. Art unites us, maybe? Yeah, art unites us. That's a nice one. Art unites us. Oh, and there's over here another nice one. So, look at the top over there of the highest building of this roof. You can see there is some smoke coming out of the chimney over there. But the smoke over here is green smoke. It is green smoke. So the artist made a sort of a green uh, a structure where plants are growing over, so you have sort of a green smoke. So that I think that is the future of humanity. If we one day only have uh, water damp or only green that's coming out of our chimneys, then the world would be a nicer place. Oh, look how sunny it is over here. If I'm looking around, most probably the sunset tour this evening will be amazing. Okay, I'm just going up again. So, see the stairs, I have to go completely to the top of at least this building. So here you can also get a better view over Rotterdam. With over there, you can see the harbors. Some parts of the harbor that is more in the direction of the North Sea. In the last tour today, I will go onto a tower so you have a better view. Oh wow, this is cool. You see a lot of the art over here in just one picture. Here you can also see unity in diversity. Art unites us. That is what is written down. Yep. It's not me, I know. Okay. And then over here, talking about the football club over here, Feyenoord. Feyenoord is also the name of the neighborhood over here, so that's where the club started, where the club originally is from, and also where the stadium is. So it's a nice other piece. And not only never walk alone, but also doing all kind of things together, of course. Okay, just one other picture from over here, over the different roofs. Wow, I love these kind of views. And Sarah, yeah, of course, and I also love to do it myself, to be honest. So it is that is the nice thing, and I really have to thank also a lot of you who are sponsoring me every month with 5 or 10 euros, because that kind of things make sure that I can go to locations like this, travel a little further, doing things like this to show more than only my own neighborhood. Okay. Oh, I see here and there the cats again. I wasn't looking at the cats anymore, but the cat art is back. Of course, cats always like to be on the highest part in your room or on the roof to have some overview. And here you see them again. Even some blue cats with the sun at the side. The sun, well, looks also like a cat a little. A cloud cat, exactly. And that's over there's a sunny cat. I really like that they placed everywhere little cats. So okay, phew, it's really warm over here. And then okay, it does not have a title, but look what we have over here. It's called no title. It's just made out of different colors. Really, it's just coming a little more nearby. Yeah, it is better. Wow. You see the metro at the end. That's the metro that's above the ground over here in this part of town. In other parts of town, it's under the ground. Wow. Okay, just going on. Oops. Stefan, you have to look in front of you because sometimes it's a little higher, as you can see over here. I wasn't seeing it. And Susan, the this project to show the rules is a project from different organizations. So the city of Rotterdam, together with several organizations and several companies that are sponsoring it to make sure that they can do this every year. Because of course they also need a lot of people helping with making, with security, with making sure that everyone is safe, with asking all these artists also, of course, to pay them a little for it. I mean, it will not be very high budgets, but they try. They try to do that. Okay, and then over here at the right side, we have a very big. So over here, I'm standing now on top of the mall, and here at the right side we have Ahoy, and Ahoy is a very big conference center with also a place where you can go to concerts, etc. So now, what I really like is that everywhere, so over here at the left side, you see these tinier buildings. They have also solar panels, so that's also a better way of using your roof. Solar panels, or the other option is, and that is what we can see over here, is what we call the green roofs. The green roofs, and why the green roofs? It is of course better for insects, it's better for biodiversity, but it's also making sure that your roof in summertime it is cooler under, and in wintertime it's warmer if you have a green roof made out of moss. Plus, that it's also collecting the rainwater. It's collecting the rainwater, so there's less water that's immediately going into to the canals, to the sea. We keep it in the city, and a city is always warmer, so it's also making it a little cooler if you have green roofs. You have to be careful. And bats, now they will not paint over it; they will just keep it like this. Um, and then most probably in some years from now, the festival will come back if they run out of big roofs, and then they will do something else. Um, But yeah, the interesting thing of street art, I mean, normally it's of course hard to get on the top over here. So now they ask street artists. Uh, but the rule with street art is always that you are allowed to paint over the work of someone else. The only thing is that your work has to be more beautiful as the work that you're painting over. So that is a very important rule. If you ever think about painting, just make sure it's more beautiful. It's a little subjective, just a little. All kind of variations. Over here again, more modern. modern it's depicting Rotterdam again. So sometimes you just have to think like what's in the head of the artist to show all these beautiful colors. And I see a little Rotterdam, and that little Rotterdam is over here, green, white, green. That are the Rotterdam colors. That is the flag of Rotterdam inside this paintwork. So okay, in the meantime, I have to follow the route, of course. And yeah, over here they are depicting the stadium of the soccer team again. So this is the stadium that is quite nearby from here. You cannot see it because it is behind some buildings. Yeah, a little piece I can see, but almost not. And of course, that is something that Rotterdam is quite uh, famous for. And this year they won the championships. It was the first time I think in 15 years, something like that. So they are very proud. And exactly the Kuip, that is uh, the name of the stadium of Feyenoord in Rotterdam. And over there you can see a little the skyline of the city, the skyline. And the interesting thing is we are calling Rotterdam Manhattan aan de Maas, Manhattan at the Maas River. And later on, you see this tower there at the end. This tower over there, that is the Euromast. And the last tour that I'm gonna do today, in some hours from now, what I will do is I will go to the middle part. I cannot go completely to the top, it's closed at this moment, but I will go to the middle part to see the sunset. So hopefully we have a beautiful sunset. So that is that tower. That will be my third and last tour in Rotterdam for today. And now I have to go inside. Okay. Ooh. Okay, what do we have over here? Existentialism from consumption is it called. So they found this LED somewhere in the trash. So I think I'm there again. It was just a little moment that I was out. So it's now connecting to the chat, but I see that you can still see me. Look at my face; it's completely red, and I really need to drink something because it's otherwise I'm dehydrated almost. So, but I have water over here. So I wanna thank you for joining me today. So because I'm back now, because I'm back to say goodbye. I'm back to end this tour. So we've seen about 40 different pieces of art over the roofs. This was just the first nice introduction of Rotterdam with some street art. So I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you for people who are supporting me or donating coffee so that I can keep on doing this. But as said before, this is just the first tour of Rotterdam. After this one, I'm now going to take the metro and then going into the city center to show mainly I will show some modern architecture in combination also with an old harbor. So that will be quite interesting. Because Amsterdam, Rotterdam has an interesting history. And then the last one, I said it already, that will be in the tower over there somewhere. Yeah, you see it over there in the Euromast, it's called. And then we have a sunset, just a relaxed tour to end this day. So thank you for joining me. I'm going for some Coke, I think, some cold Coke. That is the weather for it. And I hope to see you again in the next tour or otherwise another time. Bye bye.